midnight sanctuary. My name is Elodie, and I will be your hostess for the duration of your stay. If you are wondering how you got here, all it takes is a comforting dream and a bit of luck. Yes, you are dreaming, but this dream has transported you to the very edge between the spirit realm and the waking world. This is a real imaginary place, but not quite as physical as the place you come from. It is a spa for the mind, more or less, and you can expect to feel mentally refreshed when you wake up from a visit here. As long as you are here, though, it will feel very real, physical. You can feel the heat of the water, smell the scents we added to it, the effects it has on tight muscles and so on. I couldn't tell you how it all works. It is complicated, and I don't fully understand it myself. What I do know is that sometimes a tired soul from the waking world, carrying too much stress and too many worries, finds their way to us on their own, through the passages created in the collective unconscious. Here, you can unwind and leave your worries behind, for a little while at least. Anyone can find their way here, but the Midnight Sanctuary Spa exists mainly as a sanctuary for creative souls, burdened with the strain of surviving in the waking world. You might see a few strange creatures scuttling about, maintenance spirits mostly, but you won't notice any of the other visitors, except as vague shadows in the corner of your eye. We like to ensure that all of our guests are given complete privacy. You can wander into any room and use any of our amenities without fear of being observed or disturbed by anyone. So even though we might as well call this a bathhouse, it is a very private place. Nothing is communal here. It is the way the dream stuff has been weaved when this place was created. Visitors and guests simply cannot perceive each other. It is in the nature of this place that you will mostly forget it upon waking. Like many dream places, it fades quickly from your memory when you open your eyes, and the waking world descends upon you. But in this case, a pleasant feeling will linger for a while, even if the details will elude you. I can let you in on a little secret. You have been here before, several times. When a human has found their way to us once, it makes it easier to visit again. The first time you came here was by accident. you stumbled across this place on pure happenstance, but now your subconscious knows the way and will try to draw you back here from time to time when you need some mental rest and relaxation. Since you do not remember us, I will give you a small introductory tour before I leave you to enjoy the spa. The sanctuary is a grand building with room after room, a realm of its own, really. Each room has some water feature or other, most often a pool, but sometimes it's a stream or a fountain or something else. It's always nighttime here, always just after sunset, when nature comes down for the night, and there is a warm glow on the horizon, seen through the windows of most rooms from a sun that has just set, and the day's warmth still lingers in the cooling air. Some of the rooms are open-aired, so you can see the sky. They're like inner courtyards among all the other rooms. Some have balconies where you can watch the night sky and glimpse the silhouettes of distant trees and hills. But the spa itself is really all there is in this realm. Its rooms stretches out indefinitely, like space generally does in a dream realm. Each room is spacious. All of them have a different feel and color palette, but generally they have a bit of a relaxed grandeur to them, a bit of luxury. You can expect marble columns, antique vases and statues, and other such features, mixed in with a bit of comfort, like soft towels, flowers, pillows, sofas, and, of course, the pools themselves. If you'll follow me, we can take a look at a few of the closest rooms and the pools in them, and I'll tell you a little bit about what effects they will have on you. It is not by chance that you arrived in this part of the spa. The rooms that are closest to your arrival point will always be the ones that is most beneficiary for you. I also have a list with a short selection of pools that I would like to tell you about before I leave you to it. The first one is right over here. If you'll just follow me, please. This pool, with its clear blue colors and underwater lighting, is intended for mental tension relief. It is a very relaxing room with soft blue colors and big planters with dark green leaves placed all around the edge of the pool. We often recommend visitors to start off here, to soak in it for just a little while, makes you more receptive to every other pool and water feature in the spa. This pool relaxes your mind and helps you let go. It enables you to shift your focus from whatever bothers you, deadlines, a workload that is too big, appointments, snide remarks and insults, all sorts of demands that have been laid on your shoulders. In this pool, you can shake them off, leave them behind. None of them can reach you here anyway, so why carry them around with you? Let the pool wash them off. After visiting this pool, you will be more present. The spa will seem more real and tangible, and you can just enjoy the present moment. A lot of the pools here have a similar effect, but with small variations on theme and atmosphere. Mindfulness is what most of our visitors need, even if they don't realize it themselves. I would recommend that you start here. But first, let me show you a few other pools. Follow me, please. This is the pool of minor annoyances, and its effect is somewhat similar to the last one. As you can see, the water is dark and somewhat muddy, but don't let that hold you back. It is warm and comfortable, and when you get in, you will feel how it gently tugs at your mind. It has a cleansing effect, like the way a mild facial scrub removes dirt and grime and leaves your skin clean and fresh. This pool will scrub away at pet peeves and annoyances that does not really matter in the big picture. The pool will not completely remove the things that annoy you, but it will make you care less about them. If you can stop wasting your energy on pet peeves, your quality of life will improve. I can give you a few examples of annoyances that previous visitors have been left more or less indifferent to after soaking in this pool. People who interrupt your reading to ask you what you're reading, misuse of apostrophes, staircases that does not have an even number of steps, stickers on fruit, boxes that does not open at the top, slow walkers on the sidewalk, and people who think that walking uphill means you're going north. And those things are rather annoying, come to think of it. Alright, next up. You will like this one. When cleaning away the unwanted is over and done with, you can really start enjoying the spa. Come this way, please. This is the pool of happy childhood memories. It is shallow and warm, too shallow to swim in, really, but you can lie down in it and lean your head comfortably on a towel on the edge. The room has a high ceiling, and with an almost opaque skylight, all you can see is the soft yellow glow from outside. This is one of our very few daytime rooms. It is like stepping into a lazy Sunday afternoon long ago. And no, the pool will not transport you back in time, but rather bring forth from the past a good feeling and a memory or two attached to it. A few specific occasions when you were completely wrapped up in play, absorbed by it, and had no worries. This is exactly what the sanctuary is all about. Mindfulness and enjoyment combined into one. And to achieve that, we must first rid ourselves of tension, worries, and annoyances, and then immerse ourselves in something we find fun or interesting, or just relaxing. As we age and struggle to conform and fit in, we tend to grow distant from the interests and joys we used to have as children. But in truth, we often still like the same things we did when we were quite young. Simple joys, atmospheres and settings. This pool helps you remember. It brings you back to your original self, hidden under the pressures of school and work. Everything good that has been pushed away or down prioritized. So the type of memory this pool typically evokes is, for example, a day when you explored a small wood next to your house with a friend and pretended to hunt dragons or build a small homestead there. Or perhaps a day when a big parcel arrived in the mail with lots of things you had looked forward to for a long time. Or maybe just reading a book or playing a board game or a video game on a lazy afternoon with no other obligations. An afternoon that seemed to stretch out forever and never come to an end. The feeling of interest and contentment, of being in your own little world, and nothing from the outside can disturb you. That is what this little shallow pool can offer you. There is one more pool I'd like to show you before I let you roam free in the spa. Let's step outside, right this way. This is one of the open courtyard rooms I mentioned earlier. It's almost completely taken up by a nature pond. The courtyard is open to the night sky, with the full moon shining down on the water. The pond is surrounded by lush plants, ferns, undergrowth, and trees. You can see some steps leading into the water, and a few columns and statues here and there between all the greenery. Other than that, it's all nature. We wanted to give it as much of an outdoor feel as possible, like bathing in a secluded forest, except that the water is quite warm and comfortable, heated from beneath the ground. There are water lilies scattered here and there, and a few small, colorful fish scuttling around. Don't worry, they'll avoid anyone that enters the pond. I would recommend floating on your back here, just drifting around while you look up at the night sky and listen to the wind in the trees around you. The purpose of this pond is to reconnect with nature. Have you ever heard of forest bathing? It's the practice of being in nature, typically in a forested area, with the sole purpose of soaking in the atmosphere. Rather than hiking from A to B, forest bathing encourages you to stay in one place and use your senses. Slow down, feel the sun or the moon on your skin, listen to the birds or the wind, walk barefoot through the grass, hug a tree, smell the flowers. Immerse yourself in nature through your senses. Experience the slow passing of time through its cycles, the habits of animals, the slow, gradual changes in weather and light. Time doesn't really pass here, as I'm sure you've gathered by now, but it's the same idea. When you stay still and remain present in nature, time slows down. You can achieve a sort of alert relaxation, calm and present at the same time, existing only in the moment. Past and future fades away. By taking in nature around you with all your senses, you will shift focus from your mind to your body and feel yourself as a part of the physical world around you. And that is something many humans are lacking nowadays, I think. I would recommend that you visit this pool last, as it is best enjoyed after the pools that rids you of unwanted tensions and hang-ups. And if you do save this one for last, you will wake up with the calm energy of a relaxing time outdoors. Let me underline that this is completely up to you. You are by no means required to follow my recommendations, feel free to explore any room, any pool, pond, or fountain. There is a little plaque by the entrance in each room describing its effects, and you will find that we have a lot of variety to offer any visitor. In addition to regular pools, we have saunas and streams, and even a couple of aqueducts, I believe. Almost any water feature you can think of, including water slides. There are also a few mud rooms where you can splash around in, well, mud and puddles like children love to do, and then scurry off into the next room and jump in the pool there to clean yourself. We also have small and cozy bathrooms with bathtubs in them if you prefer, and bubble baths, of course. There are also larger outdoor pools, much bigger than the one I showed you, where you can swim with dolphins if you like. And don't worry about animal welfare. All animals you might encounter here are imaginary, like the spa itself. Before I finish my little tour, there is one more thing I'd like to mention. Food. You might have noticed that the rooms I have showed you tonight generally have fruit baskets, chocolate, candies or desserts in them. This is a place of relaxation and luxury, and so we do encourage quite a bit of indulgence. Like anything else here, the food feels physical, but everything is made of dream stuff. Nothing you eat here will nourish your body, but neither will it do you any harm, so enjoy it while it lasts. You will have to wake up soon enough. Until then, dear guest, I will leave you to it. Good night.